everybody, it's Dr. Joe, and today I'm going to show you my top 5 sciatica exercises for piriformis syndrome. So let's get started. Disclaimer alert, disclaimer alert. So if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you click on the button down there. So again, these exercises are for piriformis syndrome when you have that sciatica. So if it's a herniated disc issue, check out my other video for that. So we're going to start off lying down and get yourself a resistive band. So I would usually start off with the lightest. Depending on the brand, it's probably going to be a different color. So mine's just kind of a medium light, but you're going to wrap it around your thighs just above your knee and then lie all the way down on your back. You can do this on a bed or a couch. You don't have to lie down on the floor, especially if you have a hard time getting back up. So with this one, you can keep your feet about hip width apart. Some people do like to bring them in together, that's fine, but I feel like it does a little bit better if you have them slightly apart. So this one is just going to be rolling your knees outwards with the band. So just go as far as you comfortably can. You don't have to go very far, but really control coming back in. That's the key. So make sure you're controlling the band going out and coming in. So not just kind of going like that, because that's easy. You're not really getting any resistance with that. You can go further than this if you want to, or you can even go a little bit less than that if you want to. So if you just want to go out that way, you can. A lot of times, the best way to do it is also to give yourself a pelvic tilt to get that core activated as well. So hold that pelvic tilt and do those as well. So basically that pelvic tilt is just trying to flatten out your back with your core muscles. So you're not pushing in with your feet, you're just tilting it back and being able to breathe comfortably and then rolling out and then nice and smooth coming back in. So I would just start off with about 10 of those. Then you can do 2 sets of 10, 2 sets of 15, working your way up. If you get to 20, 25, it's easy. Then you can get a more heavier resistive band. So then the next one, still keeping that band just above the knees on your thigh there, we're going to go into a bridge. So what you want to do is keep the tension on the band like this. So if you feel like your knees are coming inwards, the resistance is probably too much. You want to be able to hold this position the whole time and then go up into a bridge. So when you're going into a bridge, you want to go one segment of your spine at a time, but you want to do it smoothly. So you're just coming up and then nice and slow coming back down. So your knees are going forwards that way a little bit. So you're not pushing up with your heels. You're rolling forward using those glutes, using those hamstrings, and nice and slowly coming back down. So if I'm lifting up and my knees come in like that because I can't hold that band out, then it's probably too much resistance. But that's what's activating those muscles down there. So keeping it nice and still and then nice and slow coming back down. So again, just starting off with about 10 of those, working your way up. If it becomes easy, then you can get a heavier resistive band. So the next one is going to be clamshells. I would recommend starting off without the band doing the clamshells, but I'm going to do it with the band on just so you can see what it looks like. So again, I'd start off without it and then make sure you can do it correctly in good form, because with the clamshells, you want to make sure your hips are perpendicular to the floor or the bed or the couch that you're on. So when you're doing the exercise, if you feel like you're rolling back, you're not quite doing it because you're not activating the muscles that you want to. You're not getting that piriformis working. You're not getting those glutes working. So make sure it stays in this position the whole time. Your feet stay together and then the top knee comes up. So make sure you're lying down, keeping yourself nice and comfortable, and then just roll up like this and then slowly come back down. So if I'm doing this to get the band up, if I have to work to get the band up like that, then I'm probably not ready for a resistive band. But just rolling up, you don't have to go high, and just control it coming back down. So again, I would just start off with about 10 of these and then work your way up from there. Because again, if you're having a hard time with the band, just take the band off and do them without the band. So I'm going to take the band off for the next exercise, but again, you can use the band if doing it without it is pretty easy. So this time you're going to roll over onto all fours. So the big thing is for this is when you're in quadruped or all fours, you want your hands to be almost directly under your shoulders. So if they're here or if they're way up under there, you're going to end up getting a shoulder injury while you're trying to fix your sciatica with your piriformis syndrome. So make sure you have a good technique, that everything's kind of level with each other. Your hips and your knees are pretty close in alignment as well. And then this one is just what we call sometimes a fire hydrant, like when a dog comes up to a fire hydrant. So what you want to do is try and keep your hips level the whole time, and then just bring your leg out and come back in. So if I have to lean over and go like that, then that's not quite doing it right. You want to try and keep your hips pretty level and just come out and then back in. So with this one and all the exercises really, I would do this on both sides, because especially for this one, I have to stabilize this side while I'm lifting this side, so they're working in different ways. So I would do maybe 5 on one side and then switch and do 5 on the other side. And then you can work your way up from there. But if you feel like you're rolling, shifting your weight, or if you're, kind of dropping your hip when you're lifting, you're probably not quite ready for this one yet. So the last exercise is going to be standing up. So the last exercise is going to be a squat with a resistive band. So the band is going to be what makes you work those outer muscles, those piriformis muscles, those outer glutes. So what you want to do is have the band again just above your knees, around your thighs. But what you want to do is make sure that it doesn't pull your knees inward. So if you're squatting down and your knees are going in like that, you're either not ready for the band or you need to get a lighter resistive band, because you want your knees to stay in the same position the whole time. So for a good squat, you want equal weight shift on your feet. So not just back on your heels, not up on your toes. And you really want to stick your booty back when you're squatting so your knees don't go in front of your toes. Keep your back straight and just bend at your hips. So you're coming down this way and then coming back up. So if I went down and my knees did this, then either I don't need that band or I need to try a lighter band. So make sure that you're keeping an eye on that, because you don't want to end up making another imbalance by trying to strengthen something. So keeping those knees fairly in one spot, keeping the knees behind the toes, sticking your booty back, and keeping equal weight shift on your feet. So again, I would just start off with about 10 of these and see how you feel. If you feel really off balance, again, try it without the band. Put a chair behind you, so if you feel like you have to sit down, there's something for you to sit down with. So if you want to try it first with a chair there, definitely do that. Be safe while you're doing it. So just going down into that squat and coming back up. So those were my top 5 sciatica exercises for piriformis syndrome. If you'd like to help support my channel, find out how by clicking on the link up here. And don't forget to subscribe by clicking down there. And remember, be safe, have fun, and I hope you feel better soon.